Hey everyone, this is going to be a bit of a shorter video, but this is absolutely insane. I don't know what to make of this, to be honest. There's so many different conspiracy theories you could make out of this. There's so many different theories in general, which I guess would be the exact same thing. Any theory is going to be a conspiracy theory. Any leftist that comes out and says they definitively know or anything like that also would be fooling themselves. Simply because Biden had 4 years to absolutely release the list, to release the Epstein everything, and yet these clowns are going to be like, well, he didn't run on it. Oh, okay, so that's just... Do you think we care specifically who runs on it or not? Whoever's in charge, we are going to demand to release the files. Because it's a crime, one of the greatest crimes that has ever been committed. One of the most disgusting, inhumane crimes that has ever been committed in the United States in general, let alone the whole world, more than likely, was this case. We want answers to it. We want to see people in jail. We want to see, it's not a political thing. And if you're trying to make this political, you're just a scumbag. Absolute scumbag. This has never been political, okay? Stephen Hawking was not a political person. He was on the island. He was getting things done. Do you think we care about politics at that point? Most of the people who went to the island had nothing to do with politics at all. And yet, people are still wanting to pretend like this is some sort of like Joe Biden-Trump thing. No, we just happen to have a lot more evidence that more Democrats went to the island. By flight log. When Donald Trump corroborated the fact that he had ended his journey with Epstein there, in the United States, never left the United States, caught in Italy with him. It was reflected in the flight logs. When he said, I didn't have anything to do with him after Mar-a-Lago, it was reflected in the flight logs. Now, are there ways to get around that? Well, absolutely. But what am I supposed to do? Just assume something happened without proof? That wouldn't be the right thing to do ever. Regardless of all that, I don't care if we get Obama 2.0 in the office, we're still going to say we want the files to be released. So, at the end of the day, you're going to see this too. The left will only run for the next 4 years on this debacle. They won't mention economy. They're not going to mention anything foreign. They won't mention anything about how Trump quells the wars or anything like that, assuming that he stays on track. This derailed Trump quite a bit. However, if he manages to do everything else he promised, we could at least say he was a decent president, not a terrible one. Then maybe we can get somebody else in there in 4 years to release these files, or say something about it, what really happened, why there weren't any files. It just doesn't make any sense, because all Donald Trump had to say to make any of this go away was, hey, we went in there, the previous FBI deleted everything. CIA, all of them. They deleted everything right before I got into office. That would have shut the case in absolute. Nobody would have questioned anything at all. People probably would have let it go. So why is Trump going on this rant of it being a hoax? Why? He knows his base isn't going to believe that. He's smart enough to understand that all he had to do was say everything was deleted. Don't know what happened. We weren't in power. We couldn't get there. By the time we got to the computers, everything was gone. It would have made the Democrats look so bad, even if it was a lie. But he didn't do that. And that makes me question why. It's very, very bizarre. Anyway, let's see what Trump said here. The radical left Democrats have hit pay dirt again. Just like with the fake and fully discredited Steele dossier, the lying 51 intelligence agents, the laptop from hell, which the Dems swore had come from Russia. Look, everything Trump is saying here is right. But to conflate this with it, sorry, no. With the Steele dossier, there was nothing. I said dossier earlier, I don't care. With the Steele dossier, it came up out of nowhere and was pretty much garbage right from the get-go. Nobody fell for this, except for stupid people. When it came from the laptop from hell, it came up, hey, look at all this stuff, corroborated, crazy. We were able to debunk the Russia thing, right? The whole Russia scam came up out of nowhere. We saw where it came from. We saw that it came from the Clintons. All that good stuff. It was very easily corroborated and disproven. Epstein, though, has been 20 years of documentation from people like Luke Rodkowski and Alex Jones. Lots of corroboration on this. Lots of victims along the way. Lots of history. We have Epstein himself getting arrested in 2006. Working for the FBI or whichever three-letter agency it was he was working for. We have a lot of corroboration. And then for him to say, oh, well, Democrats were cooking this up for a hoax. Trump, you weren't even thought of at all when this started. It doesn't make any sense. It literally doesn't make sense. How in the world? Sorry, guys. Dry throat here. How in the world? Oh, I just had my drink on the wrong side. I'm so smart. All we had to do, though, is look at the corroboration of the claim. And it predates Trump by a lot. There's no way they cooked up this hoax for 20 years in preparation for a Donald Trump. If they did do that, we're not beating them. They're 1,000 steps ahead of us. I'd be throwing my hands up in the air and I'd just be like, wow, yeah, we're done. We're cooked. This is it. There's no way they did this in preparation. If, like I said, if they did, they've already won. There is no hope. That's how bad this is. Anyway, so Democrats, where did I leave off? Cookie Hillary. There we go. Crooked Hillary Clinton's big loss at 2016 presidential election. These scams and hoaxes are all the Democrats are good at. It's all they have. They're good at governing, no good at policy, and no good at picking winning candidates. That's true. It is true what he's saying for the most part. Also, unlike Republicans, they stick together like glue. Yeah, that's absolutely definite. It's not even glue. They are in lockstep with each other. Their new scam is what we will forever call the Epstein hoax. Are you kidding me? No. It's not new. It's not new, man. You're 20 years too late. And my past supporters have been brought into this BS. Actually, it's more like 23 years or something like that, isn't it? Like 25 closer? I don't know. It was like it may have been 2000 when all this was kind of getting busted. Supporters have been brought into this BS, hook, line, and sinker. They haven't learned their lesson and probably never will. Even after being conned by the lunatic left for 8 long years, I have had more success in 6 months than perhaps any presidency in our country's history. And all these people want to talk about, with strong prodding by the fake news and success-starved Dems, is the Jeffrey hoax. Let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success, because I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. Do I look like fake news to you? Do I look like CNN? Do I look like Democrat news? Do I look like any of that? You don't want my support anymore, Trump? That's a really, really stupid thing to say. That's the most arrogant, stupid thing the president could have said out of all of this in this moment. Really? That is absolutely career suicide right there. That is the dumbest possible thing he could have done. You want to turn half your base against you? It's kind of weird, isn't it? It's very, very weird that he would actively call to split MAGA in half. I want to know what happened to Trump. Did they actually get really, really close to getting him? Getting him in a corner and saying, hey, look, this is it. You don't play ball, it's you and your entire family are gone. Something like that, who knows? I don't know. Maybe the whole reason why nothing came out on the JFK stuff and the Martin Luther King stuff is simply because the government actually did get full control of Trump. And if that's the case too, I don't know that, that we're coming out of this, guys. I don't know that the government hasn't just won. And if that's the case, Democrats will be very, very happy, probably for about 10 years. And then the full-fledged communism kicks in. And then they're going to claim this isn't real communism, as they do, as they ruin every country they touch. I hope that's not the case. I really genuinely hope that's not the case at all. I don't know what the heck Trump is doing. I'm not sure. But I did like, for sure, if I can, did I retweet the quartering here? Because this was pretty good. I'll just type in the... Because he makes a fantastic point. Okay? Let's see. MAGA influencers told me yesterday that Trump ordered the release. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I said, we just gotta wait. They have inside people inside of people. And those inside of people will pop right on out. They're gonna release 100%. You know, fun innuendos there. I actually managed to get myself a like from Jeremy there. Wow. I'm famous now. Thank you. Anyway, guys, I don't know. He made this point. All these fake influencers, I've been seeing them. Cat Turd, you know, whoever else was coming out. I don't know. I don't even keep up with them anymore. So many people are like, no, we promise it's coming. Don't worry. Listen to Trump and all. And it's like, guys, we don't have to be completely delusional about this. Trump messed this one up badly. And they are in denial. They're starting to form a cult around it. And it's like, you've got to be kidding me, guys. Come on. After crying, moaning, and complaining about how culty the left is, you guys decided to act like them? It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Trump messed this one up. Anybody saying otherwise is just a complete fool. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and hopefully this gets better. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.